Nigri, ni, Mawamso. Go is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called son, S-U-N, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, in the name of the true begotten Son, Emmanuel, Imanuel, whose name means go with us, Matthew 1:23, Acts 4:12. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, Nigrita, which means land of the golds, Tower of Babel, man's first tongue. Amani, excuse me, Amani Kutoka, you, peace from above. How you doing? Good to be here. Wednesday, hump day. Welcome to Blacks, B-L-A-X, Black, B-L-A-C-K, TV, where I expound upon my forefathers, your forefathers, my foremothers, your foremothers, our foreparents, and I teach Book of Life, Agano, Jipya, excuse me, Kiribuchan, Uzima. Reading from the New Testament of Emmanuel, Agano, Jipya, Emmanuel. Reading from the second Epistle of Paul, the Apostle to the Corinthians, chapter 9. Now concerning the ministering to the saints, it is superfluous for me to write to you, for I know your willingness, about which I boast of you to the Macedonians, that Achaia was ready a year ago, and to your zeal has stirred up the majority. Yet I have sent the brethren, lest our boasting of you should be in vain in this respect, that, as I said, you may be ready. Lest if some Macedonians come with me and find you unprepared, we, not to mention you, should be ashamed of this confident boasting. Therefore, I thought it necessary to exhort the brethren to go to you ahead of time and prepare your generous gift beforehand, which you had previously promised, that it may be ready as a matter of generosity and not as a grudging obligation. But this I say, he who sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and he who sows abundantly, bountifully, will also reap bountifully. So let each one give as he proposes in his heart, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God of God loves a cheerful giver. And God of God is able to make all grace abound towards you, that you, always having all sufficiency in all things, may have an abundance for every good work. As it is written, he has dispersed abroad, he has given to the poor, his righteousness endeavors forever. Now may he who supplies seed to the sower and bread for food supply and multiply the seed you have sown and increase the fruits of your righteousness, while you are enriched in everything for all liberty, liberality, liberality, which causes thanksgiving through us to go to goals. For the administration of this service not only supplies the needs of the saints, but also is abounding through many thanksgivings to God of gods. While through the proof of this ministry they glorify God of gods for the obedience of your confession to the gospel of Emmanuel, and for your liberal sharing with them in all men, and by your prayer for you, who long for you because of the exceeding grace of God of gold in you. Thanks be to God of gods for his indescribable gift. Interesting. Verse 11, while you are enriched in everything for all liberty, which causes the thanksgiving through us to go to goals. You are enriched in everything if you put your faith in go to goals. So verse 7, so let each one give as he proposes in his heart, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loves a cheerful giver. Yeah, I can relate to that because I have given begrudgingly, but I gave one more time. I never forget one time I was going to therapy for my knee, and going to therapy, always coming from therapy, I used to always get these donut holes. I get these donut holes from the donut shop. And one day I'm walking, going towards therapy, and magically I got my donut holes, but I'm going towards therapy. I'm like, wait a minute. Why do I have these donut holes? Wait a minute. What's up? And when I looked up, dead in my face was a homeless man. Black homeless man. And he was walking towards me. And when I looked at him, it went off in my mind that these was not my donut holes. Yeah, because like I said, I'm walking up the street to therapy. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why do I have these donut holes? And when I looked up, there he was. I didn't need to know anything. I didn't need to ask no more questions or anything else. Yeah. What I did was reach in the bag, took one out, and ate it and gave them to him. Gave the rest to him. I gave begrudgingly, but I still gave. One more time. Just like he says, how joyous gold is when you give joyously. I didn't, but I still gave. One more time. I still gave. I didn't. When I asked that question as to why I had these going towards therapy, there he appeared out of nowhere for God to show me that they are not yours. Those ain't yours. Those are not yours. You can get one, but those are not yours. And that's what I did. I got one out and gave him the rest. I gave begrudgingly, but I still gave. I didn't want to give them, but I asked the question, why do I have these? I ain't supposed to have these. And I look up and there he is. God telling me that you made for you. You can get one. See, the whole purpose was I gave them to him. It says don't give begrudgingly, but what it says most importantly to me is that you make sure you give. I don't care if I'm not gonna be. I wasn't overjoyed for giving him them, but I gave them to him because he said for me. I asked him, why do I have these? Because they ain't for you. You can get you one and give him the rest is for him. Excuse me. One more time. See, free your mind and your ass will follow. Never forget, I'm mortal man. Yeah, I gave them begrudgingly, but I gave. That's the most important thing. What a goal so was that when I asked why, and he was right there, I did not ask again what I was supposed to do. I knew what I was supposed to do because I asked, why do I have these? And there he is in my face. These is for me, but I'm going to. So they ain't for me, they for he. And I gave them to him. One more time. I am mortal man. So sometimes some of the things I do may not be holy because I'm not holy. That's where people got twisted. I am not holy. I am mortal man. There is no such thing as a truly holy man. For the only one man, Adam, truly holy. Adam was here when there was no impurities. There was no impurities. None. Everything was pure. Excuse me. The impurity came after you bit the fruit. Now you go to work, sweat of your brow. I'm going to tax you for being. I'm charging you taxes. You got to pay taxes. You got to give him taxes. You got to give him taxes. Then you get some taxes. One more time. Adam is the only one holy. For Adam is the only one who was pure. Adam and Eve was purity. All the rest of us, flaws in the game. So he ain't mad about me giving begrudgingly. He would be angry with me if I didn't give. One more time. If I didn't give them to him, he would be angry with me. Because that was a test. Testing. I mean, like, you got money in your pocket to buy some more. It ain't like you went and bought some specific. There was donut holes. It ain't like you went and bought something specific and then give it him. No. But you did buy something specific. You gave it like you were supposed to. Regardless of begrudgingly. One more time, you got to understand. The book of life teaches you, I am mortal man. I am nowhere near holy. That's why they put that Holy Bible on there. That's why they tell you about these saints and, in here, the saints are saints. Yeah. But they also, like Paul, sinners. Remember, Paul was a sinner before he became a saint. One more time. People keep forgetting. Excuse me. Stop letting somebody tell you what you see ain't what you see. And notice go to goal and that he wants us to have some understanding of life. And some understanding of life is that you must share. Like me, I'm sharing my knowledge that the knowledge he gives me, I'm sharing with you. The knowledge he gives me, I share with whoever want to hear it, whoever want to be a part of it. Because, one more time, like I tell a lot of people, Omega says E is A. And then they get upset with me when I say E is A. But I didn't say E is A. I know what Omega said. You act like, you trying to make people think, how am I trying to make people think my way? I didn't write Omega. I didn't write Omega. This is what I wrote. I wrote this, the book of life. I wrote that, but I did not write Omega. Omega was written before I got here. I didn't write Alpha. It was written before I got here. I can't help it that I see ASIA and say, see her, because it's right behind Alpha. Alpha start with A, end with A, but ASIA start with A and end with A, but it ain't ASIA. But it's where Philadelphia is located. One of the 7 tabernacles. One more time. Because I don't play that. Churches. Go told my forefathers to build tabernacles. I never, so far, I haven't seen so far one line here where he said, change the tabernacles to churches. I know what he told my forefathers at the beginning. Tabernacles. He ain't changed it to churches. He allowed them to change it to churches so that those who seek truth have a choice. You can believe in churches. And then when you knowledge churches, then you understand why all that stuff happened in churches. That's man-made. Mankind made churches. Man, for the word of God was lead and built tabernacles. I noticed tabernacles. Not myself. Those who came before me. One more time. Free your mind, and your answer will follow. Understand that the book of life is for those who seek a goal of goals. Verse 9, as it is written, he has dispersed abroad, he has given to the poor, his righteousness endures forever. He has dispersed abroad. Yeah. Emmanuel can and will endure forever. I am a representative. I am the reflection of God's begotten Son of man, Emmanuel, who is the direct reflection of God's Son, Adam. Luke 3:38. One more time. The only man who knows nothing about the inside of a woman's womb, absolutely nothing, because he comes from the womb of Mother Nature, Mother Earth. One more time, from she. It's up to y'all. One more time. I'm going to keep doing what I'm supposed to do, which is to bring people closer to understanding the book of life. Yes. Understanding that goal is making things happen so that those who wish to see can see. One more time. He said, I'll put my people in a new land. Excuse me. I keep telling people, Nigeria is where the Tower of Babel was located. The motherland, Nigeria. The Tower of Babel was located in the motherland of Nigeria. And God of gold changed their tongue and scattered them whole wide world. In other words, the world was not populated until he scattered them from Nigeria, first and foremost. That's why I tell people, my original motherland, Nigeria, where the Tower of Babel was located. We'll go to gold had all men right there. But them being right there, too powerful up here, overstepped their bounds, but they didn't do it on purpose. We're going to build a tower to honor God of gods. You can't honor me like that. You must first learn to obey me, follow me, understand your position in life. And that's why Emmanuel was brought forth, so that those who wish to see up will look into the face of God of gold as he see down and look into your face. And the more he see you, the more he see down and see you seeing up, the more he going to acknowledge you, because you are acknowledging him. One more time. As I keep telling people, free your mind and your ass will follow. In God of golds. One more time. There is but one goal of goals. There are many goals, but there is only one goal of gold, who can and will show his power. One more time. I'm not sitting here because I say so. I'm sitting here because he says so. I'm not sitting here and notice Emmanuel, Matthew 1:23, Emmanuel, Acts 4:12, because I got all this. No, I see up. He see me respecting him, and he gonna allow me to show you what you want to knowledge. But you can only knowledge this. If you think you know, keep knowing. If you see a J and you can't say it, that's on you. One more time. Just like I keep telling people, Jesus is their God. They can have their God. Allah is their God. They can have Allah. They can have Buddha. They can have Jehovah. I have Emmanuel, whose name is God with us. One more time. Nigri ni Bawanzo. Gold is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man, Adam called son, S-U-N, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, in the name of the true begotten Son, Emmanuel, I-M-A-N-U-E-L, whose name means go with us. Matthew 1:23, Acts 4 12. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia Nigia, land of the gods, T Swahili, Tower Babel, man's first tongue. Amani kutoka you peace from above. Trip seas, trip seas, cool, calm, collected, WWW, whole wide world. In the name of Emmanuel, Matthew 1:23. In the name of Emmanuel, Acts 4:12.